Israeli Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu has a much freer hand now, and he is seeing a significant polling boost in Israel. The White House knee-jerk response to always de-escalate is wrong-headed, says this one particular conservative analyst. So Biden argued that a full-scale war is in no one's interest and that a diplomatic solution between Israel and Hezbollah is the only way forward. But sometimes if the goal is always to avoid war, as Henry Kissinger pointed out, then you hand the initiative to the world's most ruthless actors who are willing to use force to get their way. So sometimes your own interests, America's interests, Israel's interests, are best advanced when you kill a bunch of your enemies rather than trying to always reach some kind of peace deal. So there are U.S. forces on bases in Iraq and Syria who will be in the firing line. Is it in America's interest to have U.S. forces in Iraq and Syria? Now, this current Israeli war is hurting the U.S. relationship with pretty much every other Middle Eastern state. Is that true? Are there not Arab states, Sunni Arab states, who will rejoice in the defeat of Shia Hezbollah and Shia Iran? Why would Saudi Arabia and Jordan and Sunni Arabs not rejoice in Israel's annihilation of Shia terrorist groups? Comment from a Democratic strategist. Israel's primary strategic problem is that it cannot offer Palestinians in the West Bank or Gaza political rights. Why is that a major strategic problem for Israel? That's a major problem for Palestinians in that they do not have a nation state, but they may be able to move to an Arab state, an Arab Sunni state, and then what rights would they have in an Arab Sunni state? Right? The Arab Islamic world overall is about the most backward part of the world today. What rights do citizens of Saudi Arabia or Jordan or Egypt enjoy? I mean, these are incredibly backward nations. So why would Israel be terribly concerned about the human rights and political rights of its enemies who are trying to kill it? Israel can kill most of the population in Gaza, invade Lebanon. That will not solve the underlying political problem. Well, if you slaughter your enemy and destroy its capacity to wage war against you, that does seem to, at least temporarily, solve many of your political problems.